Now here on Dream Deals, we like to feature the cars that you and me dream about owning. When I was younger, I used to dream about owning my very own sports car. You know the usual suspects: Ferrari, Porsche, Audi, Lamborghini. Hang on a minute, when did I start dreaming about owning an Audi? Well, actually, from the first moment they unveiled the TT as a concept at the 1995 Frankfurt Motor Show. With radical and stunning looks, few actually thought that Audi would put the car into production. But build it they did, and for that Audi deserve a lot of credit. Now, before this car's launch, Audi's image was, well, for want of a better word, boring. Their range of cars, though solid and reliable, were about as exciting as a Friday night out to see the Horton Weavers with your dad in Bolton. But all of that changed with the Audi TT. From the outside, there's no indication that this car is based on a shortened version of the A3 platform, and it's a whole load of contradictions. It's chunky, yet sleek, it's retro, yet futuristic, and it's got all the style of someone wearing an Italian suit. Claudia Schiffer? Nice image. Now, beauty is only skin deep, and looks will only get you so far, or at least so they tell me. So perhaps it's time to find out if the Audi goes anywhere near as well as it looks. Now, the first thing that you'll notice when you get inside the TT is all of the modern layout and switchgear, which is just like the outside of the car. It really is modern, minimalist, design classic. I absolutely love this car. When it first came out, I wasn't sure, but now when you get in and drive it and you see what it's like, it really is seductive. But a car like this is all about handling and ride, and that's where the TT comes into its own. Performance isn't knock your socks off. You know, it's 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds, but it doesn't feel that quick, I have to say. And there is quite a bit of turbo lag, but provided you keep the revs nice and high, then you shouldn't have any problems. Powering the TT is a 225 horsepower, 1.8 litre turbocharged engine. 0 to 60 comes up in a shade over 6 seconds, and if you're lucky enough to be on the Autobahn, the TT will go on to a top speed of 145 miles per hour. Now, in a car like this, you're going to want to enjoy the open road in the countryside, just like we are today. But if your experience of the countryside is a Sunday drive and no more, then you're going to want to know what this car is like around town. Well, with its very light clutch and nifty gear shift, it means that it should eat up those town miles as well, no problem. But it is on the open road that the Audi TT does come into its own. If you live in the city and you've got an Audi TT or you're getting one, get out into the country, because it really is superb on these windy roads. Now, this car is an absolute cracker. I do love it. But there are a few things that are annoying me. Firstly, these very small windows. I don't think these doors need to be quite so high. And you get the feeling that you can't see very far into the distance. I would rather that I was lower. And I know I'm tall, but that doesn't matter. I want to be able to see the road in front, not the road in front of my bonnet. The second thing is over-the-shoulder visibility. Those rear pillars are huge. They're as wide as one of Linford Christie's thighs. And it means that if you're turning around, you really can't see. There's a huge blind spot there, and that is doing my head in, basically. And finally, one thing that is annoying me is that if you've got someone sitting in the back seat, which to all intents and purposes is a parcel shelf, I don't know why they bother, but there you go, you can get the small half of the crankies in the back. But one thing that does annoy me, if you've got anyone taller than 3 foot high, then they're going to get a broken neck when you put the boot lid down. Silly. Now, because of the TT's huge popularity, it means that there is a waiting list for new models. And if that means that you thought you could get your hands on a second-hand model a little bit easier, then think again, because they too are sought after. And it means that residual prices are high. Competition for the TT includes BMW Z3, Mercedes SLK, and perhaps most importantly, the Porsche Boxster. At a shade under £27,000, the TT undercuts the Boxster by nearly £4,000. Overall, this Audi TT is a hugely impressive car. For your money, you get loads of performance, you get tons of styling, and you get handling. It drives like it's on rails. It really is fantastic. But I've got two slight reservations. Firstly, the price. £27,000 is a lot for this, considering for another £4 you could get yourself an entry-level Porsche Boxster. And the second thing is, well, I'm afraid it's the badge, it's the label. I'm a label snob. Did Audi ever make a sports car that you dreamed of? Well, I think they have now.